Hey, everybody, Mark, Myra, and Shane Allen here. Welcome to the Inner Loop podcast. Shane,
Hi, Mark. Almost didn't make it. I had
Hamas is on the retreat.
diarrhea.
Oh, what's that?
Had diarrhea.
Oh,
Sorry. Oh,
we need to do our
we're
update.
We're leading right into the Hamas.
Hamas is on the retreat, Shane.
You went Hamas, and I went with my ass.
Nice.
Thank you.
What do we got? We have the Roast of Rochester, December 1st. It's a Friday.
This bitch is almost sold out.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
I'm not like, usually when I say that, I'm lying.
Yeah.
But I'm not this time.
I'm gonna level with you, dumb
Yeah.
pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Last show that Shane and I did, we sold, same room, we sold like 8 tickets. And then the last week we sold 92 tickets and sold it out.
Yeah.
I think we're already at the halfway mark of Roast of Rochester tickets. So we're just saying that if you want to go to the Roast of Rochester, you should probably buy your tickets.
Yeah.
Because we still got a couple of weeks.
You got Dalton Castle, special guest in. Dario Joseph can be doing a set. You got Amir Arshad doing a set. You got another special guest coming. Will there be more special guests?
We do have another special guest?
I'm working on some. Because
Ooh.
Mark messaged me and he's like, hey, this show's really dong heavy. I feel like we need to include a woman.
I did say that, yeah.
So I've been messaging out to some famous Rochester women. I'll
Susan
see.
B. Anthony?
I don't think she's gonna make it. Is that old bitch is dead, Mark?
Did you hear Amir is a traitor?
Oh no.
I just found right here Amir Arshad.
Yeah.
It's going to be on the Roast of Rochester. Was just on our podcast last episode.
Yeah.
Looky here with Maranimal.
Yourself enough. Open mics are so fun. Because if you're bombing on an open mic and the audience hates you, you're just like, yeah, I get it. And you're just having
I mean, he doesn't say anything interesting. He's just on Bill Moran's podcast.
Oh shit.
Throughout the whole competition.
Wow.
A Rochester mic. If there were 2 Rochester mics, we'd hit both Rochester mics.
And you know what? When he did the podcast with us, Shane, what's that? He was just in a dark dungeon. We could barely see him. He didn't even have a mic on him. Bill Moran, he shows up to Bill's house, which is weird. That's weird that Bill Moran is 60 years old and enticing young boys to come to his house like that.
Listen, Amir, he knows the game, right?
Yeah.
He buttered us up. You know, he said, oh, I used to listen to you guys on the Zone all the time when I was a kid. I guarantee that's a lie.
Liar.
I guarantee he said the same thing to Bill Moran. Oh, I used to listen to you as a kid. No, you didn't.
Liar. Yeah.
Here's the thing, and I looked this up. Amir doesn't even have a radio. Never had a radio.
I mean,
doesn't even
tracks.
Doesn't know what it is because he's under the age of 100.
Yeah.
So obviously he'd never listened to radio. That was crazy that we believed him, but it worked. We were like, oh yeah, this guy's great.
So Amir's going to be at the Roast of Rochester. We're very happy to have him. Dalton Castle.
Maybe he will be, depending on how many goddamn more podcasts he does. He might get cut.
Dario Joseph. Shane's working on that vag, if you know what I mean, for the next Roast of Rochester guest.
There's nothing people love more than just shoehorning a woman into things just because they've got a little gash.
Can I say though?
I'm trying to bring back gash. Is that working for you?
Absolutely. But look, here's the thing. We're bringing that gash, but Shane is also, I hope it's a white woman because Shane, you're also surrounded by a bunch of darkies on this show. Me, Dario, Amir,
Dalton.
Dalton's white. Poor you. Gotta be around darkies.
It's gonna be really difficult for me to find a whiter woman than me in Rochester. So difficult.
Please tell me, is it gonna be a stand-up?
No.
Oh, damn. I'm trying to fill time on this.
I said I'm trying to find I can get a female stand-up person.
Yeah, get one of those.
I thought you wanted like a famous guest to show up.
Or both. How about both?
I've been messaging Abby Wambach. I'm shooting for the top.
Oh, well, we don't want her driving. We'll send her an Uber.
Well, I meant to say, everybody, we did nail down another. I don't want to spoil another one of our special guests. We have all of the Kia boys coming.
Wow.
And they're going to be parking cars for us. So
wouldn't it be awesome if you lost a Kia that at the Roast Rochester, you get it back? Like we give back to the community?
we should. I'll reach out to him. I'll message him and see if they can. That would be hilarious.
I've been spending 3 months just trying to work on a joke, and all I've gotten so far, it's 3 months of working on this. Kia boys, more like Kia men, and that's all I've got. But you know what? That's good enough for the Roast Rochester. Honestly, that will probably do all right.
I'm just spitballing here. Something about like how the Kia boys, when they grow up, they become Baja men. I don't know. I'm just.
We're spitballing. Hey,
is that where Baja men come from?
This is our process.
Is a Baja a car? I'm an idiot. I'm pretty sure
it's a Mountain Dew. It's a Mountain Dew.
Oh shit, that's right. It's a blast. Shit.
It's a blast. It's not a type of car. It's a type of blast. I don't know if you knew that.
It's not a car. It's a blast.
Do we have anything else? Do you have the Wednesday before Spanksgiving? Do you have an open mic?
Yeah, we're spanking off.
Nice.
Wednesday night. I've always been told it's the biggest drinking night of the year, right? Yeah. Everybody always says that, like biggest drinking night of the year, which I feel like is not true. Right?
After COVID, no. Yeah, go ahead. No, I don't think.
Just
so.
In general, though, like it's never been. Maybe I'm wrong.
I feel like it's a night that I've always just, even when I was younger, I've just never went out that night. I
don't know anybody that does. Because in theory, right, everybody's back in town to be with their families, and they want to avoid their families. So we go out and we get blackout fucking drunk, and then you're hungover as fuck, and you have to talk to your grandma the next day.
I found Thanksgiving I used to get drunk.
That's where you get drunk.
Extremely high. A couple Thanksgivings.
Well, we're gonna find out. Wednesday night we have the open mic, which is free. We got one more spot for the showcase show, which is Friday, which is my birthday. Mark got me something nice. He said he's getting me a drone.
Yeah. Strike. I'm drone striking children in your name.
Thank you. Hamas is on the retreat.
They're on the retreat. Hey, they're on the retreat.
That's what they say. That's military terms. But yeah, showcase show. Greg Owens just got on there. We've got Gramm, Riri, Justin Brown, Kevin Willard, who has gone off to fame and fortune in Austin, but he's back in town. He won, and he's going to be on that show. Lots of good people. So that's a Friday. You can get tickets for that for $10 right now. Just $10. $10. It's insane that we charge so little for that show, but $10 for Rock Cinema showcase show. And
Roast of Rochester is $20, Shane, and you can get those tickets at Carlson Comedy's website.
Probably can't by the time you listen to this. Honestly,
yeah, come on.
I've been frantically looking at all these ticket sales, and it's doing very, very well.
Yeah, and we have some high profile people coming to the show. Let's just say. We will not be making any Connors and Ferris jokes.
We got Connor?
We got Ferris.
Oh, fuck that.
He called me up.
I'm not doing the show.
I bought a bunch of tickets. So he's bringing his rich boys to the show.
God, not Connor.
No, we got Ferris.
Okay.
Yeah, I told you we got Ferris.
All right, you know what? I'm calling fucking Will Matar. That marble mouth motherfucker is coming out.
Let's have my set.
His new commercial is just him standing in the middle of traffic, just saying his stupid phone number 444444444, and he's standing in the middle of a street in Rochester. It's like you're an auto injury attorney and you're causing auto injuries out there, bud. Get out of the road, Willem.
All right. Again, we're not trying to get into the Israel-Palestine thing here.
Oh, God. Why do you keep on going back to it? Dear God.
They're on the retreat. I did see somebody just post on Facebook that
I have to clarify. Are they on like a really nice retreat? Like, have they gone on an excursion? Yeah. They're like, we're taking a break from the war. We're going to Cancun for a retreat.
Do you watch White Lotus?
I have.
Like that.
Oh shit! Nice.
Oh, I'm farting so bad over here. Lily's in the room and I'm just ripping ass. Wow, that smells really bad. Okay, anyways, Shane.
I'm glad I could be here for this.
I saw.
You know what? I understand why Amir's doing other podcasts.
Yeah, I bet you Bill Moran's not ripping ass in front of it.
I bet he does, and he doesn't even say anything.
So I was on Facebook and I saw just a guy that I'm friends with that I don't know saying that he was at a Walmart in Geneseo or something, just some Walmart in somewhere awful. And he's like angry. He's angry. And he posted a picture of someone. He took a picture of someone in the aisle, just like, what the fuck is this? And it's like a Mennonite chick or an Amish chick on a cell phone. So mad at it. He's so mad at them, but I respect it. Who gives a crap?
He's mad that an Amish girl has a phone.
He wants her to be talking on a wood block or something. I don't know. Or like writing in cursive on some parchment. I don't know what he wants from her.
That is a weird thing to get upset about. But I also get it. Kind of. Because you know that bit, you know, she's getting out of that Walmart and getting into a horse and buggy and clogging up traffic when it's like, hey, bitch, it's called a fucking car. I've seen the prices of your pies and your chairs. You can afford some gasoline at this point. We got a lot of fake Amish out here, Mark.
I got people, especially the Churchill area, where they're like, nobody builds a barn like the Amish. They don't use nails. I don't know. I want somebody to use a nail. Please put a nail in that thing. Like, if you're building a massive 3-story structure for me, toss a nail in that. I'm fine with that. Maybe even a screw.
What do they use? Like
they
spit?
They spit the wood. I don't know.
Pie?
Yeah, they use the pies.
A lot of joists and joints and such.
Yeah, and just throw a nail in there.
Everything fits into each other.
Would you ever sell a house to an Amish person, or would you be like, nope, you're not allowed?
No, I couldn't.
You're not allowed?
They raise their own homes
with no nails.
I think you have to sell land to them. You have to sell land to an Amish, and then they cultivate it and do whatever their weird shit is. It is weird that the Amish still exist, right? Isn't it fucking weird? Like, why are they still around? Why is it still a thing?
And then what's the thing they do? Rumspringa?
Yeah.
I can't, there's just no way. So the whole thing, I'm sure I'm not saying it correctly, with Rumspringa is that you as an Amish teen get to go out into the world with porn and TV and roller coasters
and
sushi and Indian food, and you're supposed to go back to Amish land and choose that? Yeah, that's not happening.
And apparently it happens enough where they're sticking around in their horse and buggies. I don't know.
Like, just one roller coaster. Put the Amish on one roller coaster and they denounce God, right?
Mm-hmm. There's got to be some secret shit with the Amish too that we don't know about. Like, it seems like it's very strict. It can't be good for the ladies, right? We can't imagine being an Amish woman is good.
The ladies hardly have it good in our world. It's not working out for them in the Amish world.
Sure.
You know?
Sure. Like, I know that, like, they aren't full, hijab, but they do have to wear those silly bonnets.
Excuse me?
They aren't they don't make them cover up like other religions, but they do make them wear those silly bonnets. And I listen, I've dated women. They're obsessed with their hair, obsessed with it. Yeah. And to take that away from a woman, Speaking for all women.
Oh, dude, when you gotta go out, and you're already late, and then they're making you even later. Oh, am I right?
Imagine taking home an Amish girl and pulling that bonnet off. Oh, just as
It's so oily.
it's so gross.
I would I would try to not be mean about it, but I'd be like, you got to take a shower before we move forward.
There's like probably like a single dreadlock in the back, just by accident.
It was a ponytail like 10 years ago.
Oh, sure.
Now it's just a big dreadlock.
Should I put the bonnet back on then?
Please. Oh, sure. Please. Oh, the English tell me to put the bonnet on.
Well, don't pull my little bonnet tassels. Oh, it'll fall off and all my greasy shit hair will pop out. Don't pull my little bonnet tassels. I want to
say that this is offensive, but there's no way they're listening to a podcast.
They probably are. They got phones, dude.
Anything else? Should we get to the news? I got some news stories. I think you got some, right?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, patreon.com/interloop podcast. Usually this extremely offensive stuff we say for the Patreon side of the podcast. But you know what?
Is this really offensive to Amish?
I think so. I never heard somebody use the term go full hijab. And I feel like that's not great.
What? You can't say full hijab?
All right, it's patreon.com/interloop podcast. It's $4 a month. Are we still doing our deal or is that over?
Yeah, it's still on, man. You wanna get in on if you join the Patreon, you get a free shirt. I literally delivered one by hand.
Nice.
To a man's house.
Oh.
You get tickets to the showcase show next Friday for free. And you get, of course, our live podcast from the Fringe Show.
What were they happy? Did they see you, or did you just drop it off at their house and they weren't home?
They were not home, and I think I got the right address. I don't know if they're listening right now. Your house is great. Your neighborhood's dope. Let me sell your neighbors' homes. That would be nice for me. I'll give you 6 more shirts if you want.
Give
sell your house.
I'll
give you shirts.
Patreon.com/interloop podcast. All right, let's do some news.
Let's do it.
Are you starting? Yeah, you start.
You want me to start?
Yeah, you start.
All right. So these Amish people. No, I'm just kidding. Mark, big news. I want to do a Bills Minute if I could, real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. Big news. I think that's the talk of the town, right? It's the Bills. If the playoffs started right now, they would be out of it. Mm-hmm. They lost.
Are they a game behind or more now?
It's such like a big mix. Like everybody's kind of duking it out in the middle. Okay. There's still a chance. There's always a chance, but right now, not looking so great. They fired their offensive coordinator, Ken Dorsey, whose real name is Kenneth Dorsalfin. He's that dude from fighting that iPad up in the box at one time at a game. He has been replaced with interim coordinator Joe Brady,
who's got the worst haircut I've ever seen in my life.
He looks like the bad Hank's son, doesn't he? He's got like a little Chet Hanks vibe to him.
Yeah.
He's 34 years old, which is upsetting because we're the same age. He was the Bills quarterback coach before the promotion. He was fired as the Panthers offensive coordinator a few years ago. He loves The Office. I scrolled through a lot of his old tweets. He doesn't talk about boners or call anybody gay, so doesn't seem like he's that fun or whatever. But bad times for Buffalo, just in general. Everybody's freaking out about it. But they're also at the same time excited that they fired the offensive coordinator. And you can, if you don't like football or sports, just skip ahead 2 minutes. I'll make this a real quick 2-minute rant.
All right.
To me, it seems like the dumbest thing you can do in sports is to fire your coach midway through a season. You got to ride or die by this person.
Yeah.
It's literally never worked. I looked it up. Literally never worked. Firing an offensive coordinator, firing a defensive coordinator. Nobody's ever then, Super Bowl.
It's better.
bound.
It's better
Never
now.
happens. You're putting a guy in charge of the offense now who was dog shit with the Carolina Panthers. Granted, they're a terrible team. But I don't understand the excitement. It seems like Sean McDermott is just firing everybody else so that nobody can, he can't get fired.
Yeah.
He's like
he's got to make a move to be like, I'm trying here.
Yeah, he's like the person on The Bachelor or Bachelorette that's just shit talks everybody else so they get sent home, but really they should be sent home because they're a shitty person. By the way, I've been watching a lot of The Golden Bachelor.
How's that going?
Have you been watching the GB?
Just Kimmel clips of it.
Oh my God, you gotta watch The Golden Bachelor. What a travesty this show is. Been watching it with the wife. This hokey, podunk, Muppet sounding old fucker just making the worst choices all around. And we're coming down to the finale and he's gonna make the wrong choices. He makes some bad choices.
Is there a good choice?
Yeah. The hot ones, know?
Yeah.
The ones that don't look fully melted yet. Well, those ones. So when I heard it was the Golden Bachelor, I thought it was like really fucking old people. Like really old. Like, but these aren't that, they don't seem that at all. Like they're all in pretty decent health. Like the Golden Bachelor guy, he's like got hearing aids, but he's like genuinely like a handsome dude. But he talks like he's like, oh shucks, I know when you were talking about my dead wife, oh boy, I was just, it really touched me. And I'm thinking about taking you to the fantasy suite and really knocking boots with you. And they all think he's like the hottest shit ever, and they love this man. But I thought it was like old people. Like I want to get my grandma on the Golden Bachelor. She's got full on dementia. That's good TV. Like she's just on there like, who the fuck are you?
He went full hijab.
Yeah, she's full 51st dates. Every fucking day is new with her, She's just spitting up her food on him. It's so cute. He's so cute.
Yeah, you want like, I think, aren't these people like late 60s, early 70s? And you want 80s to early 90s.
I want Boca Raton retirement home, like got chlamydia because they can't stop boning after, afternoon soup. Just people that are just like have no, like so old they have no filter.
Yeah, is anybody like racist on it?
That's what I'm saying. Like if it was really, really old people, the two black ladies would not have made it as far as they made it on the Golden Bachelor. There would have been some scenes.
Yeah, it would have been a problem.
Yeah.
So what about
anyways,
Ted Dorsey? Oh yeah.
It's not going to work.
Mm-hmm.
So pack it in. Bills. It seems like everybody's kind of just lost all hope, which is where you should have been to begin with. Don't have hope. Why have hope?
Here's my thing too with Josh Allen is, so he's having a rough time.
Yeah.
I think it's not a good sign if, he has a string of bad games and it's like he's just a sad boy now. Is it like the whole thing? You're supposed to have a short memory with this crap, or it's like, I had a bad game. Okay, I can now move on. And instead, he's sad. He's a sad boy.
Yeah. It's a new Josh. He used to be young and dumb and full of piss and vinegar.
Mm-hmm.
He was literally just like propelling his body through the sky for no reason, just jumping as hard as he could over people, into people, destroying his body. And now it's like they've changed him. They've made him, they've contained him. It's one of the what do they say? Like there's some saying with like fighters or something like that. The worst thing that could happen to you is you become like civilized.
Yeah, is he civilized now?
He seems civil. I mean, he's dating a Marvel girl.
Oh, that's true.
It's pretty civil.
Yeah.
Pretty civil. Like, I'm not saying Deshaun Watson is the way to go. Very uncivilized.
Sure.
Probably the least civilized. quarterback.
It doesn't make you the worst NFL quarterback when you're feeding dogs gunpowder and making them fight in your backyard. There is that. It doesn't make you the worst when you've had time in prison. It doesn't make you the worst.
You can come back from that, apparently. So, does Josh Allen need to kill some dogs for the Buffalo Bills to win?
That's up to...
We're just asking questions.
That's up to Brady now. Yeah.
So yeah, that's the Bills minute. All
That's
right,
the Bills minute.
Everybody skipped ahead. We're all
Brought
good
to you
now.
by Connors and Ferris.
Just Ferris.
Just Ferris, yeah. Let's see. Oh, I got a story here. We got new Shane. This is big for me and you. Governor Hochul has signed in.
Is it Hochul?
Hochul. Why? What do you say? Have you been saying Hochul? Hochul?
I don't know. I don't.
You don't say her name. You don't say her name. Wow.
I Voldemort it.
Governor Hochul has signed a bill making limos, stretch limousines a little more safe, Shane. I'll give you some of the things that are in here. There's a $10,000 fine for operating a suspended stretch limousine and authorizing the Department of Transportation to collaborate with law enforcement to seize license plates. Stretch limousines need to be equipped with enhanced features, including fire extinguishers and rollover protections. You can't have a stretch limo over 10 years old or mileage exceeding 350,000 miles. And it's mandating that before a passenger gets into a stretch limousine, they get a brief pre-trip safety briefing, Shane, before you get into your stretch limousine.
I'm sure that everybody's going to take that very seriously.
Stretch limos are for people that are on cocaine or drunk or both.
Yes.
That's it. Nothing else.
I love that seatbelt was not.
No, seatbelt's never on there.
Not a thing.
Well, because they're like, everybody's fucking in this thing. If there's 9 people in here, everybody's fucking. We can't possibly say that you need a seatbelt on.
Yeah. No, that safety briefing is going to, I'm for sure, it's going to be like they do, like, all right, just real quick, got to play this video. Just start playing Ludacris over it. Yeah. The Bluetooth connect, but legally I have to play this for you.
But here's my thing.
Can you imagine like the limo driver like taking it seriously though? Like it's like an airplane one.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so right here's the sunroof. If you open that, don't put your cocaine out in the wind. Not good. Okay, I know you're looking for some glass. Don't do it. Yeah.
If we get into an accident, the fire extinguishers right next to the panty compartment, right next to the champagne bottle that's being iced.
Okay, so I put out a couple of wet wipes. I don't need to know what you're wiping. Okay, I will say take the ones out of the cooler though if there's a little, jizz. Okay, you want to go cold.
I'm assuming, though, this doesn't have anything to do with the bus limo things. It just says stretch limos. Those are different.
So here's the thing. I'm thinking about it. This is going to affect Rochester pedal tours because they're considered a limo. That's how they get away with the drinking.
But are they a stretch limo?
It seems like a stretch to me.
I know, Shane. I know you always try to do whatever, team up with them and ride a bike while Shane tells jokes or whatever the fuck, sponsored by Ferris. But they are very close to sounding like pedo tours. And they got to watch out for that. You got to hit that L pretty hard when you're saying pedal tours.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not going to Saigon. If you know what I mean, Shane.
Come on. Yeah, that will change everything. Well, it's because this is all in response to there was that big accident where a bunch of people died in a limo,
like
right?
8 years ago.
Well, this is how
we got around.
This is how things work,
We got around to it. Yeah,
it takes a while. Thank God. Thank God I can be safe in a limo again.
Let's we should go to the other side of the episode, the Patreon side of the episode, patreon.com/innerloop podcast. What other stories do you got, Shane? We'll do a little teaser-oni here.
Oh, some teasing. Okay, I got a story about a whole bunch of fucking garbage, and then I got one about some animals and how getting your pet treated could be changing here soon.
Oh, and I got some Seneca Park Zoo giraffe news. Ooh, 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 ooh. Did you hear about this?
Oh, I did. Guess what? It's not gonna be good news.
Yeah. The news isn't giraffe happy at Seneca Park Zoo. Giraffe doing just fine.
It's kind of like a giraffe neck half full.
Yeah.
There's like a good and bad. Anyways,
a giraffe half hung from the rafters.
Oh, come on, Mark.
Hey,
don't talk about Jeffrey that way.
We didn't hang the giraffe. They hanged the giraffe. All right, we'll go to the the Patreon side of the episode. Remember Wednesday, Shane's open mic at Rock Cinema, and then the showcase showdown on Friday. It's only $10. We got Roast of Rochester tickets. Go to carlsoncomedy.com. Those are only $20, and we already sold half of them, so make sure you buy them because they're probably going to sell out. And Ferris will be there.
And yeah, join the Patreon. I printed out a bunch of shirts for expecting just a gigantic swath and maybe a whole gash of people joining the Patreon. I don't know how to use gash in a sentence.
So, yeah, don't let Shane embarrass himself. Like, how embarrassing would that be? You just got all those t-shirts waiting to go out.
Then I'll have to wear all of them. It'd be so embarrassing.
Yeah, so patreon.com/interloop podcast. Go sign up. It's $4 a month. All right, bye, poor people.